Everything is made simple. Your creativity is set free. Turn everyday moments into inspiring stories with the touch of a finger.
Welcome, everybody.
Capture
Crazy
more
morning.
of your world.
Let's see what we got going on here. The ZBE10. Interchangeable lenses, we knew this. Okay. Music's good. Okay, single button to switch between. The bokeh button is also here. Product showcase. Yeah, we all know about the autofocus. This camera we've been waiting for a long time.
The weather's so beautiful, hey? A little bit windy, but feeling great.
High quality live stream.
You know, this actually belonged to my sister, and she gave it to me.
Directly plug and play. And if we get 4K 30 plug and play from USB-C, this camera is gonna be the #1 live streaming camera in no time. Interchangeable lens, vlog camera, the ZV-E10. Let's check specs.
Hi everyone! What you've just been watching was shot exclusively on the new ZV-E10 interchangeable lens camera using Sony's E-mount lenses.
Okay.
You might hear interchangeable lens camera and think, that's too techie for me. But the ZV-E10 is designed exactly for people like you. It makes the impressive picture quality only possible with big sensors and interchangeable lenses available for everyone. So, today let me show you the ZV-E10, an easy-to-use vlogging and content creation camera that partners up with all of Sony's E-mount lenses.
I don't know if an echo was coming out, but I was getting two audio sources.
Starting with the big recording button at the top of the camera, this will make it easier to start recording. When you start recording, the bright tally lamp on the front will turn on, and a clear red frame will appear on the LCD screen. This will tell you that you are recording. The side opening LCD screen rotates, so it's perfect for both high and low shots, and of course, selfies.
That's subjective.
The zoom control is located right here to easily control dedicated power zoom lenses
Team flip up.
and clear image zoom, which is an in-camera function that enables you to zoom with any lens, even if it's a non-zoom lens. One of the nicest things about the ZV-E10 is its size. It's not like other big and heavy interchangeable lens cameras, so it can go everywhere with you. And thanks to black or white color options, it will even match your style. But what you really came here to see was the video quality, right? This is the image sensor. A large image sensor is especially important when capturing video in high picture quality. The sensor on the ZV-E10 is APS-C size, roughly 10 times larger than that in typical smartphones. It's literally the same size as the sensors in many professional cameras. That big sensor means loads of detail and great-looking video. The high-resolution sensor actually captures at around 6K, then packs all of that detail into your 4K video
oversampled the same
files.
24 megapixel
Unlike
sensor that
smartphone
we're
videos,
used to.
the big sensor
And
also
I have
means
no
less of
complaints.
that grainy noise
I'm
when you're
using
shooting
it right now
indoors
on
or
the
at night.
A6100.
But it's those blurry backgrounds that are the real sign of a big sensor. They make your production quality better and, of course, help your subject to stand out from the background. So we've got the basics of image quality covered. What else can this camera do?
I just got a message
Well,
that Gerald
for a
Dundon
start,
just
there's
released
all
the
those
video on
interchangeable
this camera,
lenses.
so I'm probably
If you
gonna end
buy
up
the
getting all the
ZV-E10
extra
lens kit,
information
then
that I
you've
wanted
already
to know
got a
from that
handy
video.
power zoom lens in the box.
Big ups to
It's
big ups
compact
to
enough
Gerald.
for everyday shooting, and you can control the zoom from right on the camera, like this. But that's just the start with an interchangeable lens camera. An ultra-wide lens like this, 10 to 18 millimeters, is perfect when you want to take selfies and when you want to show more of the background.
Yep.
Besides selfies, if you're shooting landscapes or travel vlogging,
That
a
is
wide
in
lens
this
like
video
this
for
is
the
an
reason.
essential kit. A telephoto is another great lens to have, letting you get close to your subjects even from a distance. Smooth power zoom gives you plenty of room to get creative like this. And when you zoom in, you can make the background more blurry and let the subject stand out. The other lenses I want to introduce are single focal length, or prime, lenses. These are typically indicated by a small f number to allow more light in. For example, lenses like 35 or 50 millimeter f1.8 primes are great in low light and allow your subject to stand out against beautifully blurred backgrounds. Or this 30 millimeter macro, designed to magnify and bring out incredible detail of the subjects. Or get creative with an immersive effect that only a fisheye converter like this can achieve. And that's just a tiny selection of the creative possibilities available with interchangeable lenses. If you have seen great looking video, you will have judged it by the angle of view. That's your lens choice. And the detail of your camera sensor. But you will have also noticed the motion. The ZV-E10 is designed to deliver great motion.
Motion?
With one button on top of the camera, you can access the slow and quick mode to capture really epic shots. Out of the box, the slow and quick mode is set to capture slow motion with just the press of the recording button. No extra editing required. The focusing system is another good example of how the ZV-E10 is made for easier content creation. The ZV-E10 puts Sony's autofocusing expertise to great use, making sure your subject is always in focus without any manual control or adjustment. The fast focusing is great for shooting objects in fixed setups, for example. The ZV-E10 can quickly and precisely focus on your subject for professional results.
I just saw a white one.
And it's perfect when you're focusing on people. In fact, the autofocus is so precise, it will recognize and focus on a person's eye. The touchscreen also lets you simply tap to select your subject, and real-time tracking will follow and hold that focus on the subject anywhere in the frame.
Yeah, Sony.
Just tap your subject and the camera does all the focusing work for you. The autofocus can even be set for perfect product review vlogging with the product showcase setting. With this setting turned on, the camera smoothly shifts the focus from a person's face to objects held in front of the camera. No need to hide your face with your hand like this. It even works while walking. Of course, if you want to dive into the menus a little, there's plenty of other customization available. You can adjust the focus transition speed to one of 7 different speed settings. The default focus speed is fast, but by slowing it down, you can achieve smoother focus transitions between subjects. So we've covered essentials like picture quality and focusing, but what you want is a camera that makes people look especially good. That's why the ZV-E10 is so great for vloggers.
Face appeal.
Skin tones look great. No special settings required, thanks to natural color tuning. There's also soft skin effect to smoothen skin, which is adjustable from 4 levels. And to take advantage of that big sensor, use the bokeh switch to automatically switch to a professional-looking background blur. Simply turn it on for a blurred background, making you or your subject stand out, or off to reveal the background. The ZV-E10 makes sure you always look your best. Even when walking, it automatically detects face and adjusts to keep it bright as you move from the inside to out, through shadow or light. Actually, walking shots look great with the ZV-E10, thanks to the active mode image stabilization. The difference is clear. By now, you're probably wondering if I'd forgotten how important audio is for your vlog. Don't worry, I haven't.
This
The
video is
built-in
directed to
microphone
people
is in a
who
large area of the camera,
would be
and
in the
it
market
uses
for
a
a new
unique directional
vlogging camera and
three-capsule
really
mic
don't know
for
much
great
about
sounding
cameras
speech in front of the
themselves,
camera.
which
For vlogging outside, attach the bundled
they're not
windscreen
using
to reduce the
photography or
wind
video
noise
terms,
for
they're
clear
just
voice
using
recordings,
general
even if
terms.
it's windy.
This is how it sounds without the windscreen. This is how it sounds with the windscreen. This is how it sounds without the windscreen. This is how it sounds with the windscreen.
See? Did you hear the difference? The multi-interface shoe on top lets you pair up your ZV-E10 with multi-interface shoe compatible mics, including Sony's latest digital audio interface models. So, just like you might pick the ideal lens, you can also select the perfect tool for your audio capture. For example, this shotgun mic offers high recording quality and noise reduction. It has a clever trick to switch between focus on audio sources in front or picking up everything around you with the simple flick of a switch. This wireless microphone is another one to consider. With a long-range wireless audio connection, so you can simply wear the mic transmitter for clear voice recording without worrying about the distance or the direction of the camera.
See the white ZV-E10?
Aside from the clear digital sound quality, the beauty of these two mics is there's no need for cables. The camera even provides the power. And if you already have a favorite mic, you're covered with standard jacks for mics and headphones as
Headphone
well.
jack is a
The
big deal.
ZV-E10 really is ready for everything a vlogger might need.
Wireless.
Check out this optional shooting grip, for example. It has a wireless connection to your camera and puts control for zoom and recording right under your thumb. The C1 custom button is even preset to control the ZV-E10's bokeh switch. It's fully adjustable to get exactly the shot you want. Selfie, landscape, or even vertical position, with no cables to get in the way. And as easy as this, transforms into a mini tripod. Right, so your shooting day is done. All the footage looks and sounds great. What's next? Well, the ZV-E10 is also the perfect tool for live streaming and online communication. Just plug it in via USB to use it as a great-looking live streaming camera to connect with your friends or fans, or join online meetings in stunning video and audio quality. Oh, and I almost forgot. It's also a great stills camera. That big sensor and fast focus, not to mention the selection of lenses, makes it a brilliant all-rounder. The ZV-E10 can shoot up to 11 frames per second continuous shooting with innovative features like real-time tracking for your subjects, including both human and animal eye autofocus. The ZV-E10 is just the start of your content creation journey. When you're ready, you'll find it also includes advanced features of professional cameras.
Let's see what pro features.
Dig into the menus and you'll find a range of pro features like S-Log3 and hybrid log gamma support. These are professional settings that let you access the full dynamic range of the sensor and give you plenty of room to grow into new skills like color grading at post-production. Sony has over 60 E-mount native lenses, and so you can attach all of them to the ZV-E10. Under the concept of one mount, all alpha mirrorless cameras and many professional video cameras use the same E-mount. So, you can attach all the lenses for ZV-E10 to all other E-mount cameras, and your lenses will remain a lifetime asset.
That G-Master
Sony's
does not look that
ZV-1
big
and
on that camera.
ZV-E10 are both designed for content
lens.
creators and vloggers like you. The ZV-1 is for high mobility, and the ZV-E10 is for a variety of expression. A matching range of innovative accessories will make the most of your expression. The world is just waiting to see what you might do with them.
Well, I think that's it for this video. Sony Vlog Challenge 2021 starts today. The opportunity to win the ZV-E10 and more. Sony Vlog Challenge. Oh, the audio was a little off there. Come on. Yeah. It's gonna be the new Twitch camera.
Hi guys, I've just finished my terrarium. I'm super stoked.
Thanks for watching this video by John and this is Rome.
Yep, but even this guy with the motorcycle in that shot right there was looking at himself in the LCD instead of looking at the lens. So pro tip for everyone, look at the lens when you're looking at the camera. Don't look at the LCD. There's such a huge difference from when somebody's looking at you to when they're looking to the side. They're like, "Hey, how are you?" It's just a little off. I always tell everyone, even though you have a flip up, flip out LCD, what you need to do. Let me go to my main shot. Boom. Okay. So there we have it. A couple of things that I want to know. I still need to get a little bit more information to see exactly what record modes, things like that. But like I said, this pretty much looks like, oh, that's the next video decided to play. That's why I stopped using Safari. Okay, that's done. All right, cool. Let me put a little music here. Okay, so I think my audio mixer is giving issues right now. Yep. Okay, well, regardless. It was pretty much everything I expected this camera to be. I didn't see anything extraordinary. When it comes to chip shortage being the reason why, it's either that or the supposed date issue, so I'm not really too sure exactly what that's all about, but not too worried. The camera seems to be exactly what I thought it would be, which is going to be pretty much the replacement for the A6100, a link in between people who know how to use cameras to people who are just starting out or just want to be able to get a high quality image for their stream, for a lot of their content creation, without having to actually dive in and learn the ins and outs of a camera. So I believe that's who the entire video was actually like made for, because it wasn't like a detailed information that was given to us, just basic like a brief overview and simplified terms to actually just be able to like bring across the message to a broad audience. So yeah, I think the one thing that's gonna really make this camera very, very popular when it comes to sales is the fact that you're gonna be able to use the interchangeable lens system. They literally put the 10 to 18 millimeter lens in this video, and I believe they did it purposely for the reason that the majority of the people who purchased the ZV-1 camera were disappointed or kind of complained about it not being wider than a 24 millimeter equivalent, that the people who actually do vlog were saying it's unusable. Another company, I believe it's Ulanzi, came out with a lens modifier that you put in front of the element of the camera itself that allows you to get like a little bit extra bit of reach, but then that totally took the compactness of the camera away. And some people were okay with it and decided to use it that way. Some people were not. But what I think that Sony saw was like, hey, we were trying to make it as compact as possible and as wide as possible, but they still wanted wider, and they were willing to give up a little bit of extra space, headroom, you know, by adding the Ulanzi like piece of glass in front of it, taking away that super compact, you know, feel to it. So I think Sony took a look at that and said, you know what, if they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space or a little bit of the pocketability by adding a Ulanzi to the ZV-1, why not just make an interchangeable lens camera pretty much exactly the same way, and then gives you the ability to adapt their 10 to 18 lens, which is not the most inexpensive lens out there. Still runs for like around $1,800. And now any person who was willing to give up that little bit of extra space or clearance in the front of their camera on the optics and wanted the ultra wide and weren't getting it from the ZV-1 can now go out and purchase the ZV-E10, throw the 10 to 18, get a 15 millimeter ultra wide image on a Sony stabilized, or you know, what is it, the active stabilized lens. So actually that 10 to 18 is also OSS, so you wouldn't even need the active stabilization, but in combination with that, let's say you're running a true 16 millimeter, you know, equivalent, being at 10 millimeters with the crop factor and the active stabilization, then 16 actual, you know, focal length equivalent millimeter is something that I don't think pretty much any vlogger is going to complain about. They're going to be very happy with that focal length, and the fact that they're going to be able to get that focal length in a camera that is so much lighter than what they're used to. That's where I think this camera is going to take off. The other side is the 4K 30, or maybe the 1080-60 coming directly out of the USB-C. Plug and play. You don't need drivers, you don't need anything. The computer, whether it's Windows or Mac, is going to recognize the Sony ZV-E10 as a webcam source, and being that it's USB-C, what I'm really going to try to find out, which it wouldn't surprise me, but it would be the fact that you'll be able to get that signal out of the camera clean and have that same cable charge the battery while you do it. So once you plug it in, most likely you're not going to have to worry about a dummy battery on the ZV-E10, because it's going to have sufficient power to be charged by the USB-C and at the same time give you a 4K 30 signal out. That removes capture cards and so many things that you would have to worry about to get a high quality signal like what we're doing right now. And that's something that is going to be all built in with the ability to throw on whichever lens. Like right now I'm using the A6100. The Sigma 16mm f1.4 is the lens that I'm also using. It's my favorite lens. I love 24 millimeter, and I understand that that's what I get from it. It's just about the same size as a full frame lens, so it's not like I'm really, saving in compactness there, except that it doesn't have to be used on a full frame body. And my A6100 is a lot more compact than a lot of my other cameras, and with those two in combination, I have that ability. But I also have the ability to use the kit lens, which is also a compact and, self-retracting lens, so that if I wanted to save the space and I was in outdoor environment, I would have no issues using the kit lens with the camera like I do with my 6100. So those are my thoughts. Let's see what this camera's actually gonna be like when we get our hands on it. But thank you for spending the time here with me and checking this out. I appreciate you. Oh, we have. Oh, I was just doing my rant and I didn't see. Looks like we got. Okay, Spoke Audio's here. So Robert, how are you doing, sir? If you're still listening, you just heard me finish the rant. I got so many things to do today, but I wanted to just sneak this live in here. I wasn't even able to promote it, but I appreciate you stopping by. Let's see what he says. It could be an affordable game changer for new creators. Yeah. It says just bought a new capture card and it wasn't cheap. Old one died in 3 weeks. He says, haha, no worries. Well, thank you for stopping by. But yeah, that's where I really think that this camera is gonna really surprise a lot of people in the market, because when these Twitch streamers, and there's so many out there, that's the whole thing. That's such a huge market. Live streamers that are growing by the day. Me being part of the eCam community, I also know firsthand that community is growing by the day, and everyone's starting to share information and tell each other what it is that they need. And a lot of the times a high quality capture card is that missing piece to get a high quality image that we tend to like. This camera is going to fix that for so many people. And I reference Professor Nez because he recently got the ZV-1 before this was even a thought, and I helped them with it because it's as easy as plug and play. Plug it into power, plug it into the HDMI via the USB, and you're good to go. So yeah, USB power, HDMI video, gives him a great signal, and he hasn't had any issues with it. Loves the camera. But now if you have that, even easier, because you don't need two cables to the camera. The one cable USB-C is going to do enough power and the video. That's going to be such a game changer, because I can tell the same guy, Professor Naz, hey, the new one makes it one cable, gives you the ability to take it on the road and only carry one cable with your laptop and still have the ability to run like an eCam software or connect through StreamYard and have a high quality video feed. Microphones, we all know, whether it's USB or even the ability to connect another microphone to the camera. So let's say you don't have a USB microphone, but you have a little shotgun microphone. You can still connect it to the camera and it will transmit the audio through the HDMI so that you can still use higher quality audio than what you would normally have out of your laptop on the road. It really makes it a portable camera. So there we go. Haha, Aaron Short. What's up, man? I have no sound effects today. Thanks for stopping by. Says, so it's a good upgrade to my ZV-1. Also says, here's the kit lens, but it's showing up with B&H listings. Yeah, like I said, I really think you would benefit from this. If you could afford it, now try to get the price as much as you can for the ZV-1. But you will be a lot happier without having to change a crap ton of batteries. The fact that you'll be able to just charge it directly. And I would just wait, if you could, because I'm going to clarify all of those details to make sure that is a possibility before. But like I said, just knowing technology, I know that USB-C has the ability to transmit power to a like HD television or HD computer screen and give it the signal in 4K 120 frames a second. And some of these, you know, computer monitors that are at 140 hertz, you know, 140 frames a second that's being shot out at you for these gamers. And if a USB-C cable can throw that type of signal and power the LCD at the same time, I don't see it having any issue providing the power to the ZVE10 and giving it a high quality 4K signal, especially because, like I said, it's not like 4K 60, 4K 30, 1080, 60 frames a second. And I think this camera's gonna do well. I don't need it, and it still sparks my interest. I might have to end up renting it. But yep. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I really didn't put any notice out there. It was last night when I remember, like, oh man, that's right, this thing is today. It's been delayed for so long, and now I just need to get on it, get to work. And like I said, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna get some more information about it, and I might be talking about it this weekend. We'll see exactly how it works out. But thank you as always. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. All right? Take it easy, man.